It is being called a new cigarette. I'm talking about vaping, and officials are now calling it an epidemic across the country. Here to talk about the dangers of vaping is Amy Deal, a prevention specialist with Pathway to Recovery Counseling and Education Services on Broad Street in downtown Hazleton. Thanks so much for joining us to tell us all about this. Vaping is really a serious issue in today's society, especially for young people. I don't think we saw this one coming, did we?
No, definitely not.
Now you're teaching people the dangers of it each and every day as part of your job. So tell us about the problem, what you're seeing and what you hope can be corrected.
So what we're seeing is that we are trying to educate as much as we can, but teens, young adults, they feel invincible, that they're not going to become addicted or it's not going to affect them. They're not going to be the person that gets sick from vaping. But it's happening, and it's happening around here. So we're just trying our best to educate as best we can and make the young adults in the community aware of what's going on and how it is addictive and detrimental to their health.
You tell me that when Pathway goes out to talk to the students, they're not aware of the dangers. Why are they not seeing what's really happening in reality?
Well, probably some of not wanting to believe that. The majority, or not the majority, but a lot of their friends might be vaping and they don't see something happening to them. So it's just that feeling of that it's not going to happen to me, I think. They don't know. So
I guess a lot of the kids these days are vaping and the parents are not aware sometimes that it's happening.
That's a big thing. Parent education is important because parents don't realize what these devices look like. Sometimes they think that it's just a memory stick for their computer, or they think it's an Apple Watch, or think it's a box of candy, but really they've hidden something in there and they just don't know. So definitely education for parents. And the big thing is the lie going around is that this is safe, and it's not safe. Safer doesn't mean safe. And essentially, by all of everyone who's vaping today, they're the lab rats for the Juul and for this vaping product, because we don't know exactly what the long-term consequences are. So we're experimenting on ourselves.
And you told me that the cigarette smoking has gone down drastically because they're aware of the dangers of cigarette smoking, but they think they're doing something that's okay, that's safe, by choosing this.
Right. So the generation of smokers they're dying out, they're quitting smoking, and now there's just a loss of interest in smoking. So the tobacco company has been very smart, and they have created this new device to get more smokers. And really what it comes down to is those that vape will most likely end up smoking.
Oh, wow. Didn't realize that either. So I guess you have a really tough task ahead of you, trying to get this word out. When you go into the schools and you tell the students, or you go to an organization and you tell, Crime Watch members about this, what's the reaction that you get? Like, are people aware of the severity of this problem?
I think a lot of people are not. When we have health fairs and when we do talks to community members, they're surprised. They're surprised at what it can do to their bodies, and surprised that when they hear that people have ended up in the hospital. So I don't know why they're not seeing it on the news, or maybe they're ignoring it, but the people are surprised when we tell them what's actually happening.
All right, well, we're hoping that we can educate you on the dangers of vaping and its growing popularity in people of all ages. So people who are watching this, obviously they can contact you, they can contact Pathway to Recovery here to get more information, and to have you guys go into their group or school to give information on this so you can make everybody aware.
Absolutely.
All right, if you would like any information from Pathway to Recovery, please contact them. We have the information up on your screen. And the next time we are here talking with them from Pathway to Recovery, we will be talking about solutions. So we hope that this has educated you on this growing epidemic known as vaping.